my goodness, I love talking about the Holy Spirit. And I love talking about the Holy Spirit from what Jesus taught us. You know, at the very end of Jesus' life, immediately before he goes to the cross, immediately before he goes to Gethsemane, he has the Last Supper with his closest followers. And it's at the end of his ministry. So these guys, 11 disciples, because Judas had already left, these guys had been with him from the very beginning. And these are his closest followers who have stayed the course and been with him day in and day out. And these are the last things that Jesus says to his disciples. And it's in John chapters 14, 15, 16, and 17. And in these chapters, Jesus gives a tutorial. This is who the Holy Spirit is. And if you're like me, I want to know who the Holy Spirit is. I want to know so I can work and flow and be in cooperation and cadence and sync with the Holy Spirit. One of the things that Jesus says about the Holy Spirit is that when the Holy Spirit comes, and this is John chapter 15, verses 26 and 27, the Holy Spirit will teach you about all things. And I love thinking about the Holy Spirit as a teacher, because here's the deal. Flat out, I'm a teacher, and I love to teach. I used to teach junior high and high school. I used to teach in college, teach the Bible. I love it. But I love that the Holy Spirit is our teacher, because here's the situation. As much as I love teaching, and I love my students, there are a few students that I never quite reached. I could never quite connect with them, despite my best efforts. All these kinds of things, I try to be creative and come up with these ideas. But I could never quite reach them, and I would say it's true because I'm flawed, finite, human. But Jesus says that the Holy Spirit is our teacher, and I love that because the Holy Spirit knows you, knows me. I love that the Holy Spirit is very distinct, unique, and individual with each of us. So you might learn in ways that are different than I learn. I might be, there's these different learning styles. There's auditory, there's visual, there's kinesthetic learning, all these things. But even more than that, the Holy Spirit knows how you're wired up and knows how you learn best. So I would encourage you, there are a lot of things that we need to learn. You think about it, you think, what do you need to learn? Well, maybe I need to learn how to be a better wife. Maybe I need to learn how to be a better mom. Maybe I need to learn how to be a better friend. Maybe I need to learn how to be a better daughter. Maybe I need to learn something at work. And here's sometimes we get ourselves into situations where we don't know what to do. I don't know how to do this. And we might feel overwhelmed and like, I'm kind of at my wit's end because I can't figure out how to do this. And in those moments, I would say to you that the Holy Spirit is our teacher. In fact, maybe not just in those moments, would you even consider letting the Holy Spirit teach you more than what you thought possible? Sometimes I think we limit the Holy Spirit when we say, well, I'm just not good at math. Or, well, I'm just not good with, big crowds or whatever. But here's the thing. Let's not put a lid on the Holy Spirit. Let's not limit. You say, well, how could I ever limit the Holy Spirit? I think sometimes we limit the Holy Spirit by our own estimation, by our own thinking, our own mind, we pull back and we withdraw. Oh, I can't do that. Holy Spirit says, wait a second. If I'm your teacher, I can teach you. I know who you are, I know how you learn, and I know what you need to learn. So let's never say no to the Holy Spirit as our teacher. Let's always let the Holy Spirit be teaching us. And what I love about this is the idea that we are always a student. So that means that I'm always learning from the Holy Spirit, that I'm available and I'm growing and I'm learning how to say things. I'm learning how to do things. I'm learning new situations. I'm learning new skills. I'm always learning. And as a lifelong learner, then I'm always yielding to the Holy Spirit as my teacher. So real life family, let's today be lifelong learners from the Holy Spirit, our teacher.